Let's talk a little weather now.
Yeah, check this out. We have a great time lapse for you from our camera in the Dalles on the Oregon Veterans Home, looking to the west, of course, at Mount Hood. And look at the clouds just sweeping from north to south. And I think we're getting some snow blowing off the summit too. But this is cloud forming on the mountain top as well because of those strong winds aloft. So a pretty dramatic view. Here's the same camera, different shot. There's Mount Hood, some high clouds moving on through, and the Columbia River over on the right-hand side being in the shade at the moment. 50 degrees. The winds are been pretty strong out of the west at 18 miles an hour now, but I know they were gusting up around 30 miles an hour during the day. Meanwhile, back here in Portland, lots of showers moving on through. None of them have been all that heavy. In fact, the rainfall totals have been pretty meager, but it's been a day where it rains, it stops, it rains, it stops. Your typical kind of sun and showers day for us, and still some snow up in the Cascades. Now, as I mentioned, the rain hasn't added up to a whole lot unless you got caught under one of those heavier showers, and none of them were really all that heavy. Only 1/100th of an inch of rain at the airport, 1900s at Tillamook. That's the most on the map this afternoon. But the coast is looking stormy. There's still some showers coming in from offshore. This is our Chinook Winds Casino sky cam, 51 degrees out at the beach. Tomorrow, another rainy day. It'll be light rain, but it'll be pretty consistent and persistent through the day. I think there'll be a break in the early afternoon before it picks up again in the late afternoon hours. Today's high temperature was 52 only, and I say only because it's the first time in a long time we've had a high temperature that was below average. The average right now is 55. 56 was the high in the Dalles, and that's the hot spot in Oregon this afternoon. Notice the clouds offshore. Those are going to be swooping on in late tonight and bring light rain with it. There is a warm front out underneath the jet stream here, and even though it's coming from the north and west, this is warmer air than what's over us, so we get warmer air pushing on in, and warm fronts are pretty effective at producing precipitation. Constant, steady, it's light. This is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. That moves off. Another batch coming in later in the afternoon. That's 3 p.m. But look at Saturday. Saturday, 10 a.m. and really I think most of the day on Saturday will be dry. We'll have to watch areas north of the Columbia River. You may get some rain there, but for Portland, only about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/3 of an inch as we go through tomorrow and through into Sunday when we get a little bit more light rain Sunday. Okay, high pressure is now centered offshore. We saw this on the satellite imagery. So we get a warm weekend as that warm air kind of pushes over into the northwest here, right? Then next week, the jet stream becomes more consolidated, sinks far enough south that we tap into some of that cold air, especially the northern half of Oregon, southern Oregon, northern California, not so much. But this is a good pattern for heavy snow in the Cascades, and it looks like it'll maintain itself right on through next week. So when we look at our snowfall forecast, it's fairly impressive. We're pushing 3 feet in the Oregon Cascades by next weekend, and we're beginning to get more confidence in that forecast that we do end up with some heavy snowfall next week. It is 50 degrees in Portland right now, the freezing level 4,200 feet. For tonight, we'll have a few showers here and there, and then light rain tomorrow, high of only 51, as our high temperature tomorrow is cool. But then look, because of that warm front, we bounce up to 60 on Saturday. Mostly cloudy, but mostly dry. Light rain on Sunday, showers on Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday, more steady rain and possibly some windy conditions on Wednesday as well. But next week, that time period, Tuesday through about Friday, we should see some really significant snow in the Cascades.
Okay, 60 on Saturday, though. I'll take it.
That's a good deal, too.
Thanks, Matt.